How do you fill your event? This is a question that I get all the time. I have this question weekly. People jump on the phone with me and they're like, hey, Steve, I've got 3 weeks, 6 weeks. I need to fill my event. What's going on? So I wanted to jump in right away and talk about how do you fill your event. So I'm going to go through 3 strategies that we recommend everybody use. I'm going to start with some of the things people do wrong so that you can avoid those. The first thing is selling straight to the event ticket. This is what you see a lot of the big names do. You see Tony Robbins do this. You've seen Russell Brunson do this. You see a lot of the really big events selling straight to a ticket. And that's because they've been holding the event for several years. You need to go about this in a different way. All you have to do is come up with something that they can consume right now, because most people want immediate results. So all you need to do is bundle that and lead with something that gives them immediate results, and then bundle the ticket in as implementation for that. So you can sell it that way because you can say, this is the first step in your journey. Whatever that small course is, add that so that they can start to dive into it right now. Changing that, you will see your ticket sales jump by anywhere from 30 to 80%. Just because you're adding that. You got to think about it from their point of view. They're looking at it, and ask yourself this question. If there's an event 3 months in the future or 2 months in the future, are you going to buy the ticket for that right now? Probably not. You're going to wait. You're going to put it on your calendar. You're going to think about it. So the first thing is add something to your ticket as a bundle that gives them immediate results right now. Maybe not immediate results, but at least something they can take immediate action on. The second thing that you want to look at here, a lot of people tend to hold events that have a lot of other speakers on them. I do not recommend that for anybody that is doing less than, I would say, $3 million in sales. You want to be the main person on stage, and really, though, that's a caveat. What you want to look at is how you fill the event, right? A lot of people think, well, I have these friends over here, and Joe said that if I put him on stage, he'll mail for me and he'll help me sell tickets. Joe means well. He will probably email 2 or 3 times, but think about a sales page going to even a ticket with a bundle that gets them something right now. That's really not going to move people all that much. He might even drive people to your webinar one time. That's not going to move a lot of tickets for you. Also, he's going to get on your stage, and this is the important part, he might not fit into your offer. This is where you see events that are scattered, they're all over the place, and it doesn't follow a clean story arc customer journey that takes people from where they are, stretches the gap, gets them into a little bit of momentum, and then offers them a way to carry that momentum forward. That's what a good event does. Instead, if you have a lot of different speakers that you've just let on your stage because they said they would promote your event, you're going to end up with people scattered all over. So what do you do to fix this? I would say find 2, at the most 3 auxiliary speakers that fit into your story arc. So look at where your people are at, meet them in their pain. Get them into a little bit of momentum, stretch the gap, show them what's possible, and make them an offer. So in that, where can you fit 1 or 2 speakers that fit precisely? Usually this is around the pain points. What other pain points do people have? And you can go over here into, once they're on their journey, what do they need help with? Now you've identified 2 or 3 speakers, go work with them several months out and require a certain number of opt-ins for them to be on your stage. That's the way that you can guarantee that they're going to get sales. Hey, Joe, I need you to sell 50 tickets. If you sell 50 tickets, you can come on my stage. That's going to set both of you up in a win-win situation with a lot better expectations. So you might be saying, well, Steve, how do we sell tickets? Webinars to a low ticket course work really well. Bundle the ticket in. We talked about that. You can also go on other people's stages. You can do stage swaps with people, but don't bring them onto your main stage. Bring them in after the event. So those are 2. The other thing that I want to touch on that so many people miss is retargeting ads. So talk to your ads person. Anyone who hits the page to buy a ticket, whether they do or don't, should start seeing retargeting ads of case studies. So the case studies should address a specific pain point show how you or your event helped them with that, and then show the emotional outcome. If you have several of those and they start showing up in their Facebook feed and all over Google, you're going to see ticket sales go up because it's going to remind people. Right now, it's 11 to 14 touches before somebody buys. That number has gone up and up, and it will continue to go up and up as people have a hard time with trust and rapport. You need to show proof over and over and over. And the best way to do that is not through email, it's not through text, it's through retargeting ads. And retargeting ads are the cheapest ads that you will ever run. So you need to build that audience and start retargeting. That brings me to the last piece here, filling the event. Show up rates are so important, and they've been going down, especially for virtual events. Here's the thing, people might spend $100, $200, $300 on an event ticket, and they're not going to show up sometimes because suddenly, Susie's got gymnastics and my grandmother over here needs something, and I'll listen to it a little bit on my phone. That does not lead to a buyer. How do you get them in their seat for the event? Once they've bought a ticket, you need to do another retargeting campaign as well as warm-ups to get them in the room. This is one of the most important things. Your work does not stop when you sell them the ticket. It starts when you sell them the ticket. We've uncovered 3 strategies that work really, really well, and we've taken show-up rates from 55 to 60% to over 90% for virtual events. So many people just want to say, well, if I could just get on more stages or if I could just run more ads. The secret is moving that show up rate. So this can be done through webinars. This can be done through phone calls. This can be done through coaching and text. There are several different strategies that we can do to get people really, really warmed up. Mailing people a box works really, really well. So many different things that you can do. We have 3 big strategies that we work on people with to dial those in. So far we've gone through how to find the correct speakers and how to work with them, how to not sell directly to an event ticket, but to put that in a bundle, and last but not least, to warm people up once they've bought the ticket to make sure that your event is packed and they're ready to buy from you. If you do the warm-up sequence correctly, that's what will happen. So I hope this helps pull back the curtain a little bit on how to fill your event.